Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Customs Duty, brought to you by the Nigeria Customs Service. In this week's package, Western Marine Command strengthens surveillance, intercepts 1,205 loaves of cannabis Indica, hands over to NDLEA. Kaduna Area Command surpasses previous revenue generation records at the end of 2025. Other reports will also come your way in the course of the program. Thank you for joining us. I am Hafsat Urimi Ibrahim. Please sit back, enjoy, and stay informed. We will be right back.
In its quest to safeguard the nation's maritime borders in the command's area of jurisdiction, protect the nation's economy, and uphold the rule of law, the Western Marine Command has recorded huge success. Customs Area Controller of the Command, Comptroller Patrick Ntadi, while addressing members of the media, discloses that the command has intercepted 20 sacks containing 1,205 wraps of cannabis indica valued at 157.83 million naira.
Our success is attributable to the motivations given to us from the Controller General of Customs, Adewale Bashiru Adeniyi, MFR, PSC Daga, PhD, enhanced intelligence gathering and improved collaboration with other security agencies like the Nigerian Navy, the NDLEA, Marine Police, and the Immigration Service. I assure you that the Western Marine Command will not relent in its fight against smuggling and illegal activities.
The Customs Area Controller reveals also that, though a largely enforcement command, his command has also recorded huge success in aiding trade facilitation.
Within the period under review, the team recorded the successful escort of 21,414 containers from the main port to various bonded terminals, ensuring compliance, transparency, and efficient movement of cargoes. These operational achievements reaffirm the unwavering commitment of the Western Marine Command to its statutory responsibilities of revenue protection, border security, and trade facilitation.
Comptroller Ntadi reassures
the command remains resolute in the fight against smuggling and other criminal activities that threaten our national security and economic stability.
In a demonstration of interagency collaboration, the intercepted cannabis is handed over to National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA.
I'm here to acknowledge the receipt of 20 bags of cannabis. The investigation will commence and the outcome will determine what the exhibit will be. Though it's for us to confile the case while seek the approval from the Federal High Court for the destructions, which every one of you here will be invited for.
Meanwhile, Comptroller Patrick Ntadi has also received Comptroller Emmanuel Oshoba of Apapa Area Command, Comptroller Joe Anani of Port and Terminal Multi-Services Limited Command, and Comptroller Frank Onyeka of Tinkan Island Port Command, in a demonstration of unity, of purpose, and synergy among their individual commands. Carrying out its assigned duties with diligence, selflessness, and commitment to safeguarding security of the nation, Kaduna Area Command has ended the year 2025 on a sound note, achieving great successes. Customs Area Controller of the Command, Comptroller Saad Hassan, reveals the command's revenue generation.
The command generated the sum of 14,686,256,270 naira, 49 kobo, as revenue for the period under review. This can be compared to 10,862,852,427 naira, 71 kobo generated in this corresponding period of 2024. There is therefore a differential of 3,823,403,842.78 kobo.
The Customs Area Controller attributes the success to a number of factors.
This attainment is evidence of the diligence, professionalism, and commitment of our officers and men who worked tirelessly to ensure that we met and exceeded the revenue target given to our command. It is also evocative of our steadfast commitment to the growth of our national economy.
Comptroller Hassan pledges.
The command will continue to put in place necessary measures to improve on the collection with adequate support from other units of service. We shall maintain success through synergy and continued dialogue by engaging and sensitizing the local traders and traders communities while discharging our statutory responsibilities, enforcing compliance with government fiscal policies.
With reference to improved collection in last quarter 2025, where the Kaduna Area Command has generated 5.1 billion naira in October, 3.8 billion naira in November, and 5.6 billion naira in December, Comptroller Saad Hassan maintains that motivation of officers from the services management, improved deployment of intelligence by the command's compliance team, amongst others, have come in handy.
Oga, I just came from valuation. They sent me here. Nana, wow.
Go to Custom Intelligence Unit first and CPC to address your documentation and tariff classification, and come back. Next.
Good morning, sir. Welcome to the Nigerian Customs One-Stop Shop.
One-stop shop? Abeg, I don't want to start running up and down again, no.
No, you won't need to, sir. Clearing cargo in Nigeria just got faster, simpler, and smarter. The One-Stop Shop initiative streamlines cargo clearance, eliminating duplicate checks and speeding up dispute resolution. For the first time, all customs risk intervention units now work simultaneously in the same place at the same time on a single platform. That means one process, one decision, zero unnecessary delays. Cargo clearance is now targeted at 48 hours instead of the old average of 21 days. The result? Lower demurrage costs, less port congestion, and happier traders.
Importers submit declaration via the Odogwu platform. If flagged, all relevant units review together. Joint inspection, demand notices, and payments done seamlessly. Digital release order issued instantly. Value verified. No issue. Customs intelligence, checked, low risk. Tariff classification, check. Container inspected and cleared. Release order granted.
Ah! Just like that? Nah, this is a miracle.
Not a miracle, sir. This is the One-Stop Shop. Faster, transparent, and fair. The One-Stop Shop is more than a process. It's a new era of trade facilitation in Nigeria. One-Stop Shop, one process, one Nigeria. Nigeria Customs Service, facilitating legitimate trade, securing borders.
Of the Nigeria Customs Service, and I will be the master of ceremony for this auspicious occasion.
May I also request the CBC for a comment, please, Mike? says I'm supposed to speak for 20 minutes.
Nigeria, a nation in motion, and a hub of commerce, culture, and connection. And at the heart of this dynamic flow, a silent sentinel works tirelessly. The Nigeria Customs Service, the guardians of the border, facilitators of trade, and contributors to the national coffers.
To meet the challenges of a new era, guardians must also be innovators. For 2 days in November 2025, the leadership of the service gathered not for a ceremony, but for a strategic reset.
Let me be very clear about the fact that we are building a Nigeria Customs Service that is professional, coordinated, competent, and disciplined. That is the vision, and this is where we intend to go. What I need everybody in this room to understand is that this vision will work. Whether you like it or not, whether you are comfortable with it or not, whether it disrupts how things have always been done or not, this vision will work. Because it is not optional. It is not a suggestion. It is the direction in which the service is going, and everyone needs to key into it.
The team is building a sustainable future of internal partnership for effective service delivery. This is more than a slogan. It is a mandate for change from within. The program seeks practical solutions. Real growth does not come from silence, but from a skilled, united workforce committed to continuous learning.
The message is clear. We are exiting the service, and so we should be deliberate in our intentions and our approach to our subordinates. That's why mentorship is indeed very, very important. We have a very short time, and we should devote this short time to ensuring that we lead the next generation of officers with a mindset that is aligned with the mission and vision of the service, and cast aside all things that are related to unnecessary competition or the punishing of some kind of ego.
Some of the lessons from after they were cross-cutting, and I would like to take from the 3 dimensions, 3 phases.
The markets are there, the products are there. All we need to do is just to improve ourselves with that.
A key focus: closing the communication gaps. The conference tackles the vital link between internal collaboration and its direct impact on the service's key mandates. The goal is clear: to transform isolated outposts into a fully integrated and intelligent network.
For us, it is an opportunity for an appraisal of our past performance while setting an agenda for our future activities. I want to encourage all of us to participate fully by making contributions in setting this agenda. It is hoped that after deliberations, decisions taken here will help secure and consolidate the gains that we've made under the Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi.
The tools for this transformation: streamlined processes and cutting-edge technology. The vision extends our borders and traditional roles. The conference charts a course for a harmonized Africa, deeper collaboration between agencies, and is expected to extend the national heritage and environment.
And to this end, we have partnered with the Afrexim Bank, whom are the official financial partners for this strategic alliance. The service has also partnered with the World Customs Organization, who serve and continue to serve as technical partners in terms of training and other technical assistance.
Building on initiatives like CPACT, the mission is to refine every internal procedure, aligning the Nigerian Customs Service with the highest global standards.
To be clear on the scale of this landmark agreement, this is now the largest free trade area in the world by the number of participating countries, involving 54 sovereign nations. It connects over 1.56 billion people, which covers about 19% of the world population, into a single economic bloc with a combined GDP of $3.4 trillion.
At its core, this transformation is human. The conference is a nexus where the wisdom of experience meets the innovation of new energy.
This fusion ensures balanced perspectives and is underpinned by an uncompromising focus on training, competency, and capacity building for every officer.
I know it's not easy pulling you away from your commands, especially with everything happening across the country right now. But I need you here because it's important that we don't lose the current momentum that we are enjoying. Just yesterday, as you are all aware, we concluded the Customs Partnership for African Cooperation in Trade, CPACT, that brought participants from countries in all regions to Abuja to launch this continental initiative. But here is the thing: you can't sustain external credibility without internal integrity. So this conference is turning the mirror on ourselves, not to criticize for the sake of it, but to honestly assess where we are, acknowledge what is not working, and together commit ourselves. That is the conversation that I need us to have over the next 2 days. Let me be a little bit more direct. We are good at putting on conferences. We know how to organize events, to manage protocols, and deliver speeches, and of course, host international delegations. Yesterday and the few days before proved that once again. But the real question we must confront is that, are we really as good as the daily work when nobody is watching us? Are we as coordinated internally as we appear to be externally? These gaps, being a good customs administration and being a great one. And if we are honest with ourselves, that is where we are right now. Somewhere between what you can call a good customs administration and great one, trying to figure out how we can close the distance.
Senior officers rise one after another, offering insights and inputs. It is a definitive display of the drive and ownership, one that the Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeni MFR has called for.
252 days. Why was this so? The ship to make a airport went to Indonesia first before going to Singapore, before coming back to Indonesia. 52 days. By the time it got there, it looks like no longer competitive. I just want you to shed more light on how this will actually happen, because now most of our traders have lost that preferential treatment being enjoyed.
Because in the SIGMAT implementation, the capacity building is being done collaboratively. We have custom officials from different custom administrations coming together in the same room for sensitization programs, for training programs, which we could leverage on for great partnership.
A recurring truth echoes through the hall. Sustaining progress is more important than starting it. The conference is not an end, but a beginning. The real work starts now.
It is expected as long as that movement order is issued out, it becomes an authority and it should be followed to the latter. Unfortunately, that's where the gap is.
The 2025 CJSS conference is more than a meeting. It is a guide for the future, a space for unity, reflection, and strategic reset.
Unity is not that everyone is happy. It's that everyone is accepting each other as they are, watching each other back, and ensuring that you have a common front that no one can fragment. And what's that legacy that has helped this administration to grow? Collaboration amongst yourselves with external agencies. That collaboration is key. You have to work together for these reforms to be sustained.
The path is charted, the partnerships are forged, the commitment is renewed. Together, we build, together, we innovate, together, we push towards a more cohesive, globally competitive Nigeria Customs Service.
The service is doing very, very well under the leadership of the CGC, and apart from even the primary function of the service, he has elevated the service to a level that the service is even doing diplomacy on behalf of the nation. And my advice to the other officers is that they should remain disciplined. Officers should remain disciplined. They should respect constituted authority. They should look at the service as a family. Officers should put it behind their mind that whatever they do, whether as officers or outside the service, they should make sure that the interest of the service comes first.
This is where we draw the curtains on this week's episode of Customs Duty. For more information, you can always follow us on our social media handles now being displayed on your screen. You could also visit our website at www.customs.gov.ng for more updates about the service. Remember, nation building is everyone's responsibility. Therefore, we enjoin you to always remain patriotic, compliant to trade regulations, avoid smuggling, and pay the correct duty to make Nigeria a more prosperous nation. See you same time next week. I still remain your anchor, Hafsat Urime Ibrahim. Bye-bye for now.